Now, the 17th race of the 2025 Formula One season was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which was taking place in Baku. So, for the qualifying session, Max Verstappen put it on pole position with Carlos Sainz Jr. in second position in the Williams, and then in third position was Liam Lawson, and this was the results for the qualifying session. So, looking at the McLarens, Oscar Piastri was in ninth position, and then Lando Norris was in seventh position. So they both did not do well at all for the qualifying session. So going into the race, it was advantage Max Verstappen, because he started on pole position, and both of his rivals were, way down the order, to fight for the win. So at the start of the race, Max on pole, he held onto the lead, from Carlos Sainz. And, there was a poor start by Oscar Piastri, who was in ninth position. He ended up in 20th, and he had a jump start, and then he went into anti-stall, and he ended up crashing, on the second lap, and he had a DNF, did not finish because of that crash. And Oscar Piastri crashing from the race, that gave Max a good advantage, So if he won the race, he would have closed up 25 points on the championship lead, which would have been very, very good for him. So, and I thought in this race, Lando Norris should have took advantage of it, and drove a little bit better, but he couldn't. And, he struggled all race, and he even had a slow pit stop on lap 38, and he lost a couple of places, and that wasn't really, really good for him. So he had to climb back, up the order. And in the end, after 51 or 51 laps, Max Verstappen won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix by 14 seconds from George Russell, and in third position was Carlos Sainz Jr. So Max Verstappen, closed in 25 points on Oscar Piastri, who did not finish the race, and Lando Norris finished in seventh position and scoring only 6 points. So Max closed up 19 points on Lando Norris as well. So in the end, after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, the championship standings was Oscar Piastri had 324 points. Lando Norris had 299 points, which was 25 points difference, and Max Verstappen had 255 points. So he closed up a lot. So Max was closing in on both of the McLarens. In the last two races, he won the last two races with 2 pole positions, and he was looking forward to the next few races. With a little bit of confidence. Coming from the summer break, with the McLarens dominating the whole, first part of the season. So Max was only 69 points from Oscar Piastri, and in the previous race, I think he was about 94 points, off the top of the World Championship. And then behind Lando Norris, he was only 44 points behind Lando Norris after the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So, he was in with a shout, but still not close enough, So he had to put in more performances, going into the next few races. And, the next race would have been the Singapore Grand Prix, which would have been the 18th race of the season at at Marina Bay Sands Circuit.